Good afternoon folks, thank you for joining us here at Parkgate Leisure. Give us a thumbs up if you like these videos. This today is a handover, so it's a shortish operational video for this lovely great big Euramobil. These are German built. This is an 810. Not sure about the letters that go along with that number, but this particular model is the one that has a lounge at the back, or a dining table. So we're just going to wander around today and point out where everything goes. That one's diesel, sure you worked that one out. We've got LPG in here, so this particular van will fit 2 of these great big bottles. So this is a inline regulator on this one, so you've got to turn the gas off on the top of the bottle. Your fresh water goes in there. Great big freshwater tank is located under the sofa inside. So as you can see, this locker goes right through and out the other side, and on this van you've got the blown air heating pipes which kind of run all over the place to make sure that you don't freeze up in the storage areas in this false floor. That's your auxiliary heater, so that takes a heat exchange from your engine when the engine's running and allows blown air heating to come out a couple of places inside the van. I'm not sure what that is. I think that might be part of the heat exchange as well. And you've got your leisure batteries are tucked away under there, which is under one of the seats. It's your wastewater, so this is for grey, that's closed, and when you want to dump your grey water you open it like that. Comes out this pipe under here just in front of these rear wheels. So carrying on around here, we've got your toilet cassette. Lots of videos on how to use these, but this little lever here releases it. Pull the cassette out and empty it. See separate videos if you want to on that is your exhaust for your heating system. Again, lovely big garage here. You can see that goes right through under there. So if you're wanting to just heat upstairs more, then you can close that, butterfly vents on them all. If you open it, then you'll have a much warmer garage down here. But there's your windy handle for your rear steadies if you want to use those, and there's your windy handle for your canopy, which we'll get to in a mo. Back of it, tow bar, some of those crazy long vehicle flaps, bike rack, your rear view camera. Again, these lockers, they're just easy. I'm sure you work out how to lock and unlock those. Moving up to the front here, we've got another great big storage locker here. Now it's worth a little look in here because there's a huge inverter there, which there are control buttons for inside, so we do need to look in here, show you that. Again, you've got the vent there so that you can have lots of heat in the garage if necessary. So electric step, the button for that's just on here. There is also a button on the dash for it, but there we go. Remember, this isn't a video to show you the condition etc of this van. This is mainly just for the purposes of how to operate all the equipment with it. So your control panel, you've got a basic on and off just there. Once it's on, you can look at the, well, that'll be 0 because we've not turned it on. Oops, wrong button. So that's your 12 volts on, that's your water pump on. Not quite sure what that one's for, and that is a remote for turning on and off your gas. So on these you can cycle through. That's the habitation battery, that's your engine battery. It changes there to show you there's plenty of voltage there. That's showing you how much ampage draw there is. Your fresh water 60% full, your wastewater completely empty. So those are your basic controls on there. There's lots more stuff you can do, but really, you know, we're not going to go super in depth or we'll be here all day. The manuals are all in this book pack, so you can look through that and see lots more stuff for it. Now this is your air conditioning control. Number 1 runs it on the inverter, and number 2 runs it on mains. So if you're plugged in and hooked up on mains, that'll run your aircon. If you're not, you'll be able to run it from your batteries. Not entirely sure how long that's going to last off batteries though, guys. And here's where you'd turn your inverter on. That turns it on. That's now the air conditioning unit on, and you'd turn your aircon on up here. We'll spin that round. There's your settings for it, on and off, etc. And away you go. This is an air filtration system that this van's got. You can just hear that, and it actually blows the filtered air out up here. Keep the air circulating in your van and keep it nice and fresh. This is your full heating controls here. So you'd flick your heating on. You would then select your room temperature, and if you wanted your heating on and your hot water, you'd flick it round to this one, and that would heat up a full tank of hot water. On this side here, that is your hot water on electric, and that's your hot water at a higher temperature on electric too, and that's back to off. And there's your inverter off, we don't need that on. So, hob, I'm sure that's all fairly self-explanatory. Sink, don't need any special instructions for that. That little clip there is to screw onto the floor just down here to lock your table in place for transit. Your oven has a little release switch there. As you can see, there's a little oven light. Also a rotisserie, if you could possibly put up with the noise of it. I don't think the rotisserie pack is with it, they're generally not. You would need to buy the spit if you wanted to start doing rotisserie chickens, etc. So your fridge. On just here. You can choose whether it's going to run on 240 volts, which obviously it'll only do when it's plugged into mains, run on gas, which it'll only do if the gas is turned on, or run it on 12 volts, which will only do if the engine is running. Can't run it on a 12 volt supply unless the engine's on. And it will automatically select whatever power source it can see, with a preference for gas or 240 volts. If that's there, it would use 240 if you've got gas and 240, and if neither of those were present, the engine was running, it would run on the battery. So obviously that's a completely automatic system. That's just fired up, and then you'd change your temperature with this one here, and then this for off. There you go. We'll just pop in this cupboard, because down here is your water heater. Now this is an automatic dump valve. That's dumping the water out when it goes down, and when it's up, it's holding the water in. These are notorious because when the temperature drops quite low, that thing will pop down and dump the water out your boiler as a sort of protection, automatic protection. What tends to happen though is go over a speed bump, wake up and it's Wednesday, any excuse, and it pops down and dumps the water out. So what a lot of people do is just put a close peg on there, make it manual, that holds the water in. It won't automatically dump it. You have to remember to open that and dump the water yourself though. Not a big disaster, but it is a big disaster if it dumps all your water, especially if the water pump then starts running, pumping all the water through, and you're left with none when you get to your destination. Possibly even worse, your pump's run dry and gone out, or burnt out. So I'm going to show you under here, so I'll pause this vid for a sec. So under this seat there's your water tank. Obviously that's where the filler point comes in. You can unscrew this and you could fill it through there if you really needed to. You've got a water filter in there as well. Oh, and this piece I've just pulled across does just slide across and clip in there when you want to put the extra cushion and make this a lovely big wrap round sofa. So on the other side, you've got your two great big leisure batteries just down there, big 115 amp hours. You've also got your water pump that pumps your fresh water to the taps, etc. Back of the seat belts. There's your charger unit for when you're plugged into mains. Don't really need to do much down there, but it's nice to know what's there. So I think we've covered all the bits in the back. As you can see, the lights are on because we've been through there already. So you've got your reverse camera there, that just comes on automatically. That's an external temperature. This is now an obsolete or decommissioned, which was a gas front heater on this. Series of buttons along here. There are your cab lights, fog lights, your step up and down, your heated mirrors, your front blind, which comes down, and there's your, that final one just there's a headlight adjustment. There's your blind coming down. Oh, we mentioned earlier auxiliary heater. There's the switches for it. You can hear that's come on. So once the engine's nice and warm, that'll draw heat off and blow it out there, and a couple of vents in the back as well. So there we go. I think we've covered everything in this van. It is quite extensive. It does have quite a list of cool features. But I think that's all of them. So there you go. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Any questions, ping them through or contact us at Parkgate Leisure. Thank you very much. Bye for now.